Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for you to see what is in store for today, but before we do that, I'd like to ask you to please subscribe to my channel before you leave, and let's get started. Hey guys, so I just came on here basically to say that I'm very upset. So sometimes this happens where you record something and then you lose the footage for it. Well, that happened. So what happened was I recorded a look with the Sultry palette, which is absolutely stunning. This is what the outer packaging looks like. And this is what the actual palette looks like. As you saw from the thumbnail, she's stunning. And I actually made both of these looks with it. This is about 4 hours into the wear time. I basically said that I was going to do like little check-ins and stuff, so I actually did do a couple check-ins, and then I realized that I lost the footage to the original video where I actually do these looks. I was kind of upset that I lost the footage, so I wanted to record like maybe another look actually using this palette, maybe a couple different looks, because normally I do 2 different looks on each eye. So these were kind of like, this was more of like sultry, grungy, smoky kind of eye look, and then this was more of like the spring, pretty, colorful, everyday kind of look. So maybe with this palette I'll try to do a couple more like more intense kind of looks. But I feel like these shadows lasted really well over the last 4 hours, and my eyelids get really oily. This side actually has the MAC Paint Pot eyeshadow primer on it, and this side doesn't, and I feel like they both are lasting really well either way. So, and I also mentioned in that video that this palette is, I think, originally like $42 or $40, so I don't suggest you run out and grab it, but I got it on sale for like $22, I believe. And I think it's really nice, so if you want to get it, I think you should wait for it to go on sale. I'm sure you could find a dupe for it because it's got a lot of like shimmers and neutral colors, but as of like the actual quality of the palette, I think it's really good. So I felt really bad that I lost the footage to these actual looks, but I can explain to you real quick what I did, and then I will take this off and show you a couple more looks so that you guys can actually see the palette in action. So what I did is I took the Bloom shade and I used that in the crease, and then I used Fresh to like blend it out and to make it a little more like blended and look good. Then I used Rose Quartz as the shimmer shade. Then on this side, I took Slate, which is the gray shade, and I used that in the crease. Then I used Noir, and I used that in the outer corner right here and kind of blended it into the crease. Then I took Cyborg and used that as the shimmer shade and used that to highlight the brow bone and inner corner. And I used Twig on the lower lash line, and I forgot on this side, I also used Twig on the lower lash line and used Pearl to highlight the inner corner and brow bone. So if you guys were wondering how I actually got these 2 looks, that's what I did. Everything blended really well. I liked the brush. I used it on this side and it seemed like it worked pretty well. I also used my own brushes on this side, and I think it worked well with other brushes too. So far this palette is really nice. This is only going to be my 2nd time using it, from using it earlier for the wear test and then right now. So I'm going to take this eye makeup off and do some fun looks with this palette, and I'll be right back. So I'm going to take the shade Birch, and I'm going to, I don't have any eyeshadow primers or anything like that on. I'm just using them straight by themselves. So I'm taking Birch and putting that in the upper crease. Also, the only other thing that I mentioned is that I tried the Subculture palette and I didn't really like it that much. I noticed that if you use one shade only and just go in with a 1 shade eyeshadow look, they perform fine. But if you try to blend them together, they don't blend really well. So this is only my 2nd ABH eyeshadow palette, and I think it worked really well. I did do a review on the Subculture palette, but I decided not to post it because the whole time I just felt like it was kind of a negative review and I did not want that up on my channel. So I decided not to post it, but I just thought I'd let you guys know that also. So now I'm going to take Dystopian. And I'm going to put that in the crease and above the crease. And I'm going way higher than I normally would because I'm going to cut the crease. So normally I wouldn't go like this high with my eyeshadows that are like the darker ones, because I'd normally wouldn't be cutting the crease, not for like an everyday kind of thing. And I'm going to go back in with Birch a little bit just to soften this up and blend it out. And I'm also going to take Fresh and go over it with that. I'm just going to take my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre and cut the crease. So this is my first time using the Paint Pot to cut my crease. Normally I use concealer, so it's different, definitely different. I probably would prefer to use concealer versus this, so it was kind of me trying to do that, but I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it could look better. So now I'm just going to take Fresh and kind of put that on where I cut the crease a little bit, like up at the top right here, just to lighten it up. I feel like cut creases don't really flatter my eye shape because I do have like a natural crease, because that's just how my eyes naturally are. So I don't normally like to do cut creases very often because of that. That's why I normally try to do like quote normal kind of looks where they're just kind of normal, I guess, or like halo eyes. Just everyday kind of stuff, because that's the kind of stuff that you guys are going to normally be doing anyway. But I just figured, just for the fun of this video, I would do something a little different. So now I'm going to take Cinder, which is this shimmer shade right here, and I'm going to put that on the lid. Maybe I'll make it fun and do like a two-toned cut crease. So now I'm going to take the shade Teak and put that where the rest of the crease is cut. I don't know, just trying something different. I'm not sure if I'm loving it or not, but it's kind of more of a dark, more sultry cut crease versus doing like a darker shade and then like a really light shade. So I kind of like the two to three tonedness, like two-toned, three-toned, whatever the case may be, of this look. Very different and interesting. I'm kind of liking it. I don't think it's really a cut crease anymore. It is kind of. What do you guys think? I mean, I still think it's really cool. It bothers me when I feel like the other reason I don't really like to do cut creases is because it bothers me when the shadows aren't blended, and I feel like when you do a cut crease you have to have like that line where they're like not really blended. I mean, you can, but then it like kind of gives the effect of it being a cut crease away, so that's another thing that kind of bothers me, and that's normally why I don't do it also along with my eye shape. And now I'm taking Pearl and putting it, I already kind of did it. I was scared I was going to regret it, so I didn't want to say anything yet, but I actually kind of like it. To define the cut crease a little bit more, just going to take Pearl and kind of lighten it up right here. And then I'll just take Birch and put that in the lower lash line. So this looks kind of interesting. It's sort of a cut crease kind of moment. Not really sure. I don't know really how I feel about it. Let me guys know what you guys think down in the comments below. Don't be mean if you don't like it. We don't want hate comments here. So if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. You guys already know that. Since there's so many shimmers in here, maybe I'll try to do like an all shimmers look. So in hopes that these will blend good, I will go in with Fresh all over the lid just to have like some kind of like powder base down before I go into just straight up shimmers. Shimmers sometimes don't blend in the crease, but we're gonna find that out today. Ember is one of them, and that's the one that I'm gonna try to put in the crease. I don't know how that's gonna work, but we'll just see what happens, I guess. Doesn't look horrible for being a shimmer shade in the crease. I actually kind of like it. It looks pretty. So I can't remember which shimmer shades I didn't use because there's so many, but I know I didn't use Steampunk. So I'm going to take that and put that on the inner part of the lid. Beware, these shades have fallout, as you can see from my lower lash line. So I guess I didn't do as intense of a look over here, but it's more of a like sultry, wearable kind of look. Maybe like a more wearable version of this. What are we thinking? So yeah, I think I've pretty much delved into every single shade, and I'm really impressed with the palette, as you saw from the looks that I had on before this in the thumbnail and the ones that I'm wearing right now. This is a pretty versatile palette where you can do fun avant-garde kind of things or more wearable, natural, everyday kind of stuff, whether it be like bright colors or more like sultry kind of looks, which is basically what the palette is, and that's the kind of looks that you can get from this. But you can find more like everyday wearable kind of things also. So yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm sad that I lost the original footage, but it gave me a chance to play with the palette twice. So yeah, let me know which of the 4 looks you like the best in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any video suggestions, please comment them down below and check the description box for more information about the video. My Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at GlamGirlGray. See you next time.